Good evening and blessings out there, Facebook. What's going on? It's your man, Rod Hickman, Generational Wealth Builders, where poverty ends with us. Listen, I'm not going to be on long at all, but y'all know me. I'm always trying to give y'all the hookup when it comes to your life insurance needs because, listen, I want to make sure that you are passing your family on generational wealth. Now, last month was Life Insurance Awareness Month, and I was saying, hey, man, check your policies, man. Make sure that what you have is going to be sufficient to make sure that your family is properly taken care of, right? That wasn't just saying that as a gimmick. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this live again, not going to be long at all. But here we go. I was talking to another insurance professional, and they were talking about how they sell just burial insurance, right? And those type of policies are, what we call final expense or burial policies, or you can purchase them through a funeral home, right? This is basically a funeral expense policy. So I'm talking to this lady, and again, I'm like, well, hey, listen, let's just chop it up. Let's share this information as professional. So here I am. I'm a 48-year-old man in really good health. Tell me how much insurance I can get from you and what will be the cost. And do you know that she told me that for about $35,000, they would charge me almost $150 a month. Almost $150 a month for $35,000 worth of life insurance. Fam, that ain't gonna work, right? Let me help you. I ran just a simple illustration, and again, we basically gave almost 3x that for the same price, right? We all gave a family $100,000, had a lot more benefits and things of that nature. So this is why I'm doing this. I'm jumping on this. Probably could have did a reel, but I really wanted to make sure that this gets out, right? I want you to understand, please look at your insurance policy. A lot of people have life insurance and you don't even realize that what you're paying for, you could probably get more life insurance. Real talk. When she said that, I almost passed that. I was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, like I got a lot of clients. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So the concept being, folks, please, it is imperative. I know we don't like talking about life insurance. It's not a sexy conversation. But here's the thing. That is your legacy. What you leave behind for your family is your legacy. That's how people are going to remember you. Your family is going to remember you either as you left them on straight or either as you left them hanging. And so, again, you always want to make sure that your family is taken care of in your absence. Again, as I keep telling y'all, I know what it's like personally on both sides to have insurance and not have life insurance. My mom didn't have any life insurance because by the time we tried to get her life insurance, she was uninsurable. You get what I'm saying? So we had to come out of our pockets to put my mom away. And again, I thank God that we were able to do it. But again, she could have left something behind for her grandchildren. We could have started a trust. We could have done anything with that, right? But again, we didn't do it. And that's another reason why I'm so passionate about life insurance. I don't want you to get to a situation like I was in where by the time you get involved, mom can't get any life insurance. So then, on a personal note, with our son, when we lost our son, he had life insurance on him. But again, that allowed us during our mourning period to not have to worry about anything. You get where I'm coming from? So where I'm going with this is this. Please look at your life insurance policy if you have a final expense policy. And here's the thing, folks. I want y'all to know, hear my heart when I say this. We will do a complimentary consultation. Man, listen, if you know me, you know I'm not going to beat you about the head and shoulders. I don't play them games. I'm going to give you 2 calls. If you duck me them 2 calls, I promise you ain't going to get call number 3. That's how I roll. So you ain't got to worry about some pushy salesperson because watch this. And I say this all the time. Your family not being taken care of doesn't do anything. It doesn't hurt my family. My family is going to be taken care of. But I want to be that guy that's always like, hey, man, listen, look at your family. Come on, get this together, right? Because, again, it is the saddest time of your life to lose a loved one. It is. And you don't want to be arguing about money or worried about what's coming in or what are we going to lose or whatever that case may be. You don't want to be that person. And like I say, as this title of this says, for what you're paying for a final expense policy or a burial policy or a funeral expense policy, whatever they want to call it, for what you're paying for that, you could have a actual fully underwritten policy. And what do I mean by that? You could have a policy wherein with if you get sick, whether you have cancer, heart attack, stroke, start going on what's that, dialysis, a litany of things where you cannot perform 2 of the 6 activities of daily living. You can't feed yourself, can't bathe yourself, all those things. You will get up to 80% of your death benefit. 80%. So let's put them numbers to that. Again, if you have a $500,000 policy, boom, your family could get up to $400,000 tax-free while you go through your situation. Watch this. If you wait till afterwards, then guess what? I can't help you. I can't help you. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have people that are talking about cancer policies, and I'm like, hey, man, listen. And again, I write cancer policy. I'm telling you, I'm appointed with Aetna. I can write cancer policy. So don't think like, oh, he just because he can't do it. No. Again, I look at the overall best value. I put myself in your shoes, and I say, you know what? If something happened, do I want $75,000 or $100,000 kind of paid out, or do I want to have up to $400,000? Right? That's what we do. That's what the generational wealth builders do. So again, really, really want to challenge you. I know we're out of Life Insurance Awareness Month, but some of y'all didn't check y'all policies, because when that lady told me that today, I ain't lying, man. That thing threw me for a loop. So again, I really, really want you all to have the best encounter with life insurance, because life insurance allows you to build generational wealth. But watch this. Not if you don't have the right products. If you don't have the right products, you will not build generational wealth, and you will pass on generational poverty to your family. When for the same money that you were paying, you could potentially have 3x. Like I told you earlier, 3x, almost 3 times the amount. She said $35,000 was the max. Watch this. Even with my final expense policies, and let me be honest, there are some people, they don't qualify for underwritten policy. They have to get the final expense policy, whatever the case may be. But we go up to $50,000. Again, that's really not a lot of money. But again, that's for people mainly on a budget, things of that nature like that, and they just need something. Right? That's what we're trying to say, folks. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, y'all know I get passionate about this because, again, like I said, life insurance has changed my life, again, from a distributor side as well as even from a personal side. Because like I say, we were able to grieve our son the way we wanted to grieve our son. We weren't worried about going to work. We weren't worried about somebody doing this, that, and the other. Right? But I really want you all to understand, please take a look at your insurance policy. If you have a final expense policy, if you have a term policy, look to see how many years you have left on that term policy. Don't wait until the last minute and then it expires and it start going up. If you have a term policy and if it's going up every year, that means that it is expired. And what I mean by expired is the term that you initially negotiated is gone. And I can tell you right now that there is a company out there. I ain't gonna call their name, but a lot of y'all know them. But what happens is they do you a 10-year term, because what they want to do is they want to come back to you in 10 years and get you for another policy, right? And they'll give you another 10 years or another 15 years. But here we go again. What we do here, Generational Wealth Builders, we max you out at the one time. That way there's no break in coverage. That way you have everything that you need. And you know you have it for the maximum amount of years. Again, we have a term plan that goes up to 87 years with a major player. So again, those are the kind of things that are out there. So please take a look at your policy. If you're paying a whole lot of money for $25,000 worth of life insurance, listen, and again, unless you have medical conditions where that's all that you can get, fam, let me tell you, you got it. You know what I mean? And I hate to say that, but I don't know any other way to say it. So we really want you to be able to take some time. Listen, hit us up. Go on my page. I actually created a Calendly. I think I said that right. Link where you can actually book time directly with me. You get 15 minutes. We can jump on a Zoom. We'll understand where you are. We'll compare some things and see where we can help you out, where we can help you and your family make sure at what you have is going to leave your family in the best of states. All right. Well, listen, finna get ready to get out of here, going home. Put this down on record. I got in and out on a drop in 10 minutes. Look here. Love y'all so much. We're here to help you all. So thankful for all of you. Y'all take care and have a good night.